Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm back. How's everybody doing tonight? Come on in, everybody. Objection BS. Hello. Fonda Cheeseman, Laura P, Tina Bobina, Yo Baby Blondie, Rhonda Lynn, Debbie Nelson, Sammy, Raindrop, Tree, Sarah, Rhonda Lynn, Blank Screen, Debbie Nelson. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. I'm back. I had to take a little bit of a break because I wanted to talk about Sebastian from Nashville, who is currently missing right now. Rogers, not Sebastian Rogers, Riley Strain. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was just watching another show with Sebastian on it, and I'm sorry. Hey, I want Heart to Touch. Um, and I'm covering that because I was watching Sebastian, you all, but I can only handle so many kids at one time. And so, hey, yo, baby Blondie, hey, Blank Screen, hey, Debbie Nelson. So yes, that's why I was watching it, but I'm not covering it. That's why I said it. It's okay, Killbister. There's too many missing, absolutely. So I'm for now I'm focusing on Madeline Soto and Riley Strain. Even though I was listening about Sebastian, I just don't want to cover him right now because babies are too much. Littles are too much, y'all. They're just too much. So I'm going to place some updated information on Riley. We know that Riley Strain was dropped off or was kicked out of Luke Bryan's bar, and he was put out a different door than his friends, and he'd been seen wandering through Nashville, and they found his debit card, and a homeless man actually had his shirt. And so they're currently looking near the water, but I got a lot of information here I'm going to share with y'all on him. Okay, so here we go.
Guy that went missing, he came down through here.
Fox 17 News speaking exclusively to a transient man who lives along the riverbank,
This is
right where Riley was last spotted on camera per police near the James Roberts.
This is the homeless man that found his shirt and his debit card. No, wait. Yeah, this might be the homeless man that did. Show Daisy some. Oh, thank you, Coupon Mama. Hey, Diamond Creation. But this is the man I think that did have his debit card and his shirt on, the homeless man, and last seen him. Or maybe this is the last person that's seen him and seen him throwing up. Let's listen.
Robertson Parkway Bridge.
We heard a commotion. We looked back up. He almost fell over. The last bush right there caught him. He was very intoxicated, I guess. I mean, it was stumbling harder I've never seen anybody stumble that hard before.
The man telling me he didn't check on Riley since someone else was already there.
I yelled up. They said, no, he's just drunk. He's okay.
The man, who asked not to be identified, says he reported the entire encounter to detectives. He says Riley continued in the same direction up First Avenue. But then Riley's trail stops. Other security footage just a block up the way doesn't appear to show Riley, according to his family. Riley's relatives, who have been in town since the first day he was missing, say they're working to track down anyone who was in Riley's last known location by the bridge around 10 p.m. that night, either walking on a scooter, in a rideshare, or perhaps.
And there's been more footage of him spotted. There is a body cam on a cop that I'm going to show you all that they caught him on as well.
Perhaps driving by.
Okay, so you see that. I got more coming, guys. Got more coming. This is Maddie. Here we go. Hang on just a second. I'm going to show you guys this update on Riley. I want to keep his face out here because this is in my state, you guys, in Nashville.
This is Sunday, March the 17th. It is 8:10 a.m. Central Time. This is an update on missing Riley Strain out of Nashville, Tennessee. As most of you guys know, yesterday there was a big search team in the river along that riverfront property. The search team used boats with sonar. They used 4 canines as well as a dive team and a drone with a drone operator. This report is from Fox 17, Kelly Avellino. Now, in this article, she states that during the search, they ran each canine on the boat individually. And based on indicators from each canine, sonar was used to isolate an area to a more specified area where divers could go in and search. But as of 2:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon, nothing conclusive was found and that search was terminated. Those officials said that they
did find a body in the other river, but it was of a female. They did not find Riley. They only found the debit card on the side of the river, but I do think he's in the water too.
not continue their search today unless they were requested to do so by Metro Nashville Police. Police are still saying that no foul play is suspected or that there is no indication that foul play has been involved. We've all seen 4 now surveillance videos that have been released. There is a surveillance video that shows Riley walking past that escape game room and then through that parking lot along that wall across from the vape shop before walking down 2 blocks and crossing over First Avenue onto Gay Street. It is reported that there is surveillance video that captures Riley on Gay Street near the James Robertson Bridge. However, that video has not yet been released. So if there is no evidence of him exiting that bridge on foot, either way, either going on in the direction he was traveling or turning around and going back towards First Avenue, which if that had happened, I would imagine that we would have video of that, and we don't. So either something happened here under the bridge or he was picked up and he exited that bridge in a vehicle. Those are the only 2 scenarios that I can come up with in my mind as to what happened. Fox 17, Kelly Avellino, says that she spoke exclusively on camera to one of the last people who potentially saw Riley before Riley's trail went cold. And this individual reports that they saw Riley in that exact area where his phone last pinged. Now, this individual,
And we now know that it was the homeless man and he was throwing up in a garbage can or just throwing up. I don't know if it was a garbage can or not. Hey, Carice, how are you? And he took his shirt off and a homeless man got his shirt with his debit card in it, threw the debit card over the embankment, and they don't know where Riley is. And I'm going to show you some more footage here in just a second of him.
this individual is a gentleman who is a part of Nashville's homeless community. He spoke to Fox 17 for the first time, saying that he encountered Riley sometime around 10 p.m. on Friday evening. He says that, quote, "We heard a commotion. We looked back up. He almost fell over. The last bush right there caught him. He was very, very, very intoxicated. I never seen anybody stumble that hard before." Now, let me add that this man lives near the river with his wife down an embankment from Gay Street. He goes on to say that he did not head
To homeless.
closer to the street to check on Riley because he says someone else was already there. He says that he
So I wonder who that other person that was already there. So this is a homeless camp. And if you'll see here in a minute, there's lots of trash and everything on there in that area.
did yell up to Riley, and that someone responded and said, quote, "He's just drunk. He's okay." The man said that he reported the entire encounter to detectives and Strain's family. Now, as I said, there is allegedly surveillance video of Riley one last time there near where his phone last pinged. And we also know that there has been another video released, some surveillance video from the Justice A.A. Birch building, but it is very difficult to see a whole lot in that video. You do see figures walking down the sidewalk on the opposite side of the road. It is very difficult to tell really much about any of those individuals other than that you can tell that there is a person walking on the sidewalk. Now, I know law enforcement has the ability to enhance those videos. So I'm hoping that that has been done and that they have confirmed that none of those individuals that you can see walking along the sidewalk are Riley Strain. Riley's family told Fox 17 that they are now focusing on tracking down anyone who was in Riley's last known area by the bridge, whether they were walking on a scooter, riding a bike, taking a ride share, or if they were driving by in their own vehicle. So anyone who could have potentially been in that area around 10 p.m. on Friday, March the 8th, they are asked to contact Metro Nashville Police at 615-742-7463.
And I do want to say this. There is a big possibility that Riley was overheated, especially if they slipped something into his drink and just alcohol, and he could have actually got into that water to cool down. But the embankments were so steep, and him being so unsteady on his feet, and him already having a head injury from falling and hitting his head, he could still be out there wandering somewhere, y'all.
Now, there have been a few new reports on the phone pings, according to Verizon Wireless, which is Riley's cell phone service provider. And the two different reports that I have seen are that they were not able to get a live phone ping due to the phone being off. However, Verizon provided police with the last known location of Riley's phone. It last pinged 0.64 miles southwest of the cell tower located at 19 Oldham Street. Now, I'm going to show you here on this map. I've got a radius set up of 0.64 miles. In a southwesterly direction, you can look and kind of see where that is located. On personal opinion is that the reports from Sabrina, the lady who was helping at Old Tent City serve the homeless, as well as the reports from Chris Salisbury, are extremely credible reports and really need to be investigated, because it is seeming like this individual does actually have Riley Strain's shirt. I feel like it is of utmost importance for law enforcement to locate this individual, question this individual, and find out exactly how that individual came into possession of Riley Strain's shirt. Honestly, that could be the break in the case that's needed to figure out what happened and where Riley is. All the updates I have for right now. I'm hoping and praying that we have some major developments today in the case. If I see anything, I will come back and post here on TikTok.
Okay, so with that being said, there has been more updates of where he's at. It almost seems like he's got a head injury. The way people are talking about, like the way he was acting and the way he was doing, that he possibly has a head injury and has some amnesia. So I'm getting a phone. Somebody's calling. Oh, somebody's calling from Wisconsin. Hang on, y'all. Hang on.
Anna?
Okay, here we go. Hello, you're live with Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. I just wanted to comment on this Riley situation.
Okay.
I think that, I know that they're saying that it's not foul play, but I really believe that something happened around that homeless, they said he went down by that homeless camp or whatever there.
Uh-huh.
And I believe you're saying that one of the homeless men had his shirt on, right?
Right, and that he tossed the debit card.
Yes, and I think what happened is this Riley was roaming around, and somebody, it could have been even more than one person, may have targeted him because of his condition.
Right.
I really believe somebody did something to him and possibly threw him into that water.
I do too. I think that they knew, people are just mean in general. They don't have to have a reason to do it, Hey, Nora.
No, and and especially around that homeless place, if you think about it. I mean, a lot of people are desperate and stuff too, or like you say, it could just be, just to take advantage. But in his condition, I mean, he couldn't, if you think about it, they could have been like, oh, look at him, we could, try to mug him or do whatever to him.
Right.
And with that homeless man wearing his shirt, there's something about that.
There's definitely something. Now, they're saying that he throwed up and took the shirt off. He got hot and throwed up and took it off. And that's how the homeless man ended up with it, allegedly. But there's something not right, too.
No, I got my suspicions. I just wanted to let you know that I really feel like there is foul play involved. And I feel really bad about it because this is the reason why when these younger, kids get together and these young guys, girls, whatever, I really wish that one of those friends would have went out with him and stayed with him.
It always happens every time, don't it? The friends leave them. They run off and leave them and something happens. There's so many cases. Kylie Rodney's case. There's just that one girl that went off with her friends. They just found her killer. They've not found her body, but they found her too long ago. But her friends left her. If you're going to be a friend and you see your friends highly intoxicated, you don't go home and leave them to fend for themselves. But that happens sometimes.
That's what I mean. I know. And people, I mean, it's really scary because, I have a son that's around his age. I mean, he's 24, but, he's gone out with friends. And, at that age, they sometimes get a little,
tipsy.
Get to having fun. And they're not thinking straight or whatever. And you should hope that they're going to have a friend that's going to be there with them so that this type of thing doesn't happen. It's so sad.
It is, and it sounds like his mom was really close to him because she FaceTimed him, and I also think she had his phone on 360 as well, which tracks him. And so, I'm afraid he's in that river, don't you? Ain't you?
Yes, I'm afraid that he's in there, and I just can't help but think that something. I just have a feeling. I don't know. I just have this feeling that somebody took advantage of him and he was unable to defend himself. And it wouldn't be very much to take him and push him in there or throw him in there. You know what I'm saying?
Or throw him off that bridge because he was real close to that bridge too. And that's a big bridge. If you've ever been in Nashville, it's a huge bridge. And it's sad. And there's people everywhere in Nashville all night long. They call it Little Vegas because they're there all night. People walking up and down them streets all night long. So more people have had to seen him than what's been said, I think.
Well, and another thing, I just feel so bad because, when they show him in that video clip, you got those other people that are right around him seeing him like that and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just the type of person that I really would have called like 911 and been like, I would have like even followed this guy and just been like, there's a really intoxicated young man out here. I'm really concerned about him. Could you get an officer over here to check on him? But it's like, people just seem like they just, let him walk around like it didn't even affect them.
Yeah, they're probably used to people being drunk there because they're bars. Every other place right beside one right after another is a bar. There's music playing, people singing in the bars. Like it's like a store. Like there's bars. Every other little place is a bar. If you've ever been to Nashville, it's one big strip of bars.
I live in a very, very small town, so I'm not used to that stuff.
Yeah, that's why they call it Little Vegas, because there's bar after bar after bar. I mean, there's just like, it's like going clothes shopping. That's where the whole town is lit up all night long.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So, cause I took my daughter there. She went to a concert there and, it was scary, but I sit outside the arena, but it was right down the Broadway there. And, it was bar after bar after bar. And it was quite intimidating at the least, but this is just sad because this guy was a young guy. His mom and him was extremely close. It's so devastating. Somebody knows something, but with him being gone for a week now, it's not good.
Yeah, I'm very sad about it. I feel really bad for the parents. And I just hope that they find him so that they can lay him to rest, because I just can't help but think that somebody might have done something to him.
Yeah, and they're being all hush tush about it.
Right.
So sad. So sad. Well, I appreciate you calling in, and you call in anytime.
Okay, thank you. And you have yourself a good night now, Miss Daisy.
Okay, you too. Bye, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, honey. Yes, see, that's what I'm saying right there. I'm glad she called in, y'all. Yeah, I got the phone lines open if anybody wants. I love talking about it to people. I'm gonna play this news thing because the credit card was found. Okay.
So certainly more spots to check, but they do tell me at the very bottom of it is where they did discover Riley's credit card. Family have since been on scene, as well as detectives talking to these girls who made the discovery. Family tells me police have told them OEM is on the way to check out the area in a boat once again. Right now, Riley's parents tell me they're on the way to talk to detectives at Metro Police and review some more surveillance footage. Now, these girls who found the credit card say they do encourage others to come out and help out with this search and certainly work to raise awareness. Both of them are putting themselves in Riley's family's shoes and hoping this case doesn't go cold.
I look more into cold cases, I guess, ones that are from like the 90s and the early 2000s that are unsolved. And I spend a lot of time digging into those, and I'll actually privately message officers and stuff like that, going back and forth with that. But I lived 20 minutes away from this. And so once I heard it was happening and nothing was happening, Tuesday night, I came down here with my boyfriend and we were like, let's go walk it.
Well, I wonder if they had drones. Guadalupe says, I don't see them using all their resources to look for him. You always work from the inside outward. The last place he's known to have been is between those two bridges where they found his bank card. Well, I wonder if they have drones out there looking and stuff. I know Olivia, I don't know if Betty's been out there, but I know Olivia's out there. And I'm going to show a video of her as well. I don't know if this covers Riley anymore. It's just talking. So I'm going to pull up, let's see. This is just sad for the parents, in my opinion. It's just very, very sad. I'm going to pull up let's see. Let's pull this TikTok video up. This is about Riley too. I tried to find as much as I could about Riley for you all on here. So, but yeah, I feel like they could have done better. And I don't know if the friends looked for him, but it don't sound like they looked for him very much that night.
Y'all, mammoth update in regard to the Rileys. I just posted an update and then this came in. We have to talk about this. Luke's 32 Bridges, which is the bar Riley's train was at before his disappearance, has put out a statement, and it contradicts so much of the stuff that we thought we knew. So in this statement, they're talking about providing all these records, security footage, transactions, stuff like that, to the Metro Nashville PD, as well as the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission. In the information they provided, they said that they included all security camera footage, photos of Riley at our establishment with the detailed timestamps, transaction records, and staff accounts. In addition to that, they stated that going through the transaction records, that apparently Riley was only served one alcoholic
drink. So if he was that out of it, what happened to him? Was somebody coming here the other day and said he'd been drinking all day, but I don't know. Let's see. The police did have boats and ground searches and helicopters looking for Riley. But I'm going to let y'all listen to this one.
Alcoholic drink and 2 waters. And then at 9:35 p.m., their security team made a decision based on our conduct standards to escort him from the venue through our Broadway exit, which is at the front, not a back, not a side door, through their main Broadway entrance. However, it also says that he was followed down the stairs by one of the members of his party, meaning one of his fraternity brothers or somebody that was with them. That individual went with Riley, but did not exit the building and return back up the stairs, leaving Riley to go by himself.
Oh, so he did leave. They did leave him. They did leave Riley. What a damn shame. What a shame. Okay, here's another one, y'all. So, I'm going to show y'all as much updates as I can on this, and then we'll talk about it. I do have the phone lines open if anybody wants to call in. But here we go, y'all.
Fucking hate Broadway, but Riley Strain's disappearance is so important. I'm here to show you. Behind me is the bar that Riley got kicked out of Friday night when he was here. And let me show you kind of where the back door is. Now, a lot of y'all have been asking why his friends didn't go with him. So I just showed you the front, and now I'm walking to the only quote-unquote back door that I could find. I walked around this building twice, so I'm not 100% sure this is it, but to me, it's the only one you can. And look how far we're going with this sped up just to get to this door. So that gives you an idea how far his friends would have had to go. Now, after that, he goes up this street right here. In following Riley's path, we are up 3rd Avenue. This is the escape game. You can see the security camera right there. That's the one that caught him at about 9:43 p.m. Now, this is the parking lot where you saw him maybe run into that pole. And to show you how close it is to the escape room, it is still right there. So really short walk. Now, this right here is the pole that we saw Riley unfortunately hit. And to kind of show you.
And this is the pole where he hit his head, y'all. He fell and hit his head. So there is a good chance that he could be out here wandering around with amnesia. Y'all, it does happen. It does happen.
This same food truck and actually this same Nissan Sentra are in that video from the other night. Now, I'm still standing at the parking lot walking down the way that he went, and where you can kind of see that blue sign in the distance, that is kind of where the water is, and we'll show you when we get there. But it's just really not that far. This has, again, been a really short walk. So this right here is where he crossed the street. He went through this intersection right here. And if you guys want to see how close the water is to here, I'm literally just turning and it is right there.
And this young boy was from Missouri, so he had no idea where the hell he was going. He was disoriented. He may have had a concussion. We don't know. After he fell and hit his head, there could have been a chance that he had a concussion. He could still be out there, y'all.
And here's the thing, walking up this street, he's next to the water the entire time. And look,
there's the river, y'all.
Like, hip high to me, and I'm 5'10". He was like 6'6". And let me show you. And literally, just right over the edge is right there if you were to fall.
Wow.
And that's the bridge where he last pinged, and we're heading there next. Now, look, we're pretty much right there where his phone last pinged. And this part right here, it's not even up to my kneecap. This is how easy it would be to just kind of go over. And I'm not saying that that's exactly what happened. I'm just saying there's not really a whole lot of protection between you and that water down there throughout this entire strip throughout here. And this area right here is where the last known sighting of him on video is. And you can kind of see it's really close to the bridge, gate open right there, wood right there. And actually right down there are some police officers that I'm guessing are probably talking about this situation.
Now, I wanted Jinkies to go with me. And I thought about going there and looking for him myself. There is more footage. I'm going to show y'all here in a minute.
So there you have it. If I hadn't stopped to do recordings, this whole walk would have probably taken me 10, maybe 15 minutes max at a slow pace. Also kind of hard to make out through the trees, but there is a search boat down there, if you can kind of see it, looking through the water.
But if he's been gone since Friday, I'd say if he was in that river, he's probably way down that river. If he's been gone since Friday. So, but there has been police footage released. So I'm going to show you all that. I know I shared it a while ago. Hang on. I know I shared it, you all. There has been police footage of him. What did I do with it? Gotta find it. It's funny when you start looking for stuff, you find it. And then when you're not looking for stuff, you find the other stuff that you were looking for from the previous live. And that's what's happening right now. I know I had one with, hang on, because I got Riley's and Maddie Soto's on here. So where did it go? Hang on. That's not it. That's not it. Sorry, guys. Olivia. This is Olivia's here. Olivia from, Olivia from Chronicles of Olivia. This is her TikTok, y'all. She's good, y'all. She's got a big TikTok channel. Real big TikTok channel, y'all. And she's boots on the ground, of course. So here's the new footage.
Shows missing Riley Strain moments before he vanished. This body cam footage from an officer who spoke briefly with him was just released.
How you doing, sir? Good.
Riley.
Riley's bank card was found in this embankment by the Cumberland River. This location is just yards away from where his phone last pinged on March 8th. Here is the entire body cam footage that was released today.
How you doing, sir? I'm good. How are you? Good.
It seemed like he was straight there. Okay, so that was the body cam footage that he got of him. Rena says, yes, I'm right here 8 minutes from downtown. What is people in downtown Nashville saying, Rena, about this? Do they suspect foul play? Or what do they think from downtown Nashville? A lot of homeless in the area? Do they think he didn't slur his words? No, he knew that was a cop. That's why people seem to straighten up when cops come around. He was just walking normal. Yeah, she shows it again. He was walking very normal. That a lot of homeless in the area, Rena. Like somebody busted somebody's window out of that car. This is credit to the Chronicle of Olivia.
It was over here on Gay Street, near First Avenue North.
Okay, let's see if we can play that one more time. Because I want y'all to see he acted very straight. Okay, so let's fast forward it to look at that, y'all. That's bad. How bad that location is. That's where they found his debit card. Okay, you'll see right here, Riley. And just a second. He's walking down the road. He said hello, or he said something. And he said, how you doing? Now look, he's not slurring. He's not. Well, Lord, let me bring it up, y'all. See, I'm crazy. Y'all. Hang on. All right.
How you doing, sir? I'm good. How are you? Good.
See, now he sounded perfect there, didn't he? I'm good. How are you? So he must not have been too bad. When did his friends report him missing? I think it was the next day. Can't see it. Shoot. I don't know if I can rewind it. This stupid thing right here. Hang on. What the heck? I can't get this computer to do anything. Hang on.
New body cam footage shows missing Riley
Right there he
Strain
is.
moments before he vanished. This body cam footage from an officer who spoke briefly with him was just released.
9 hours
How you
later.
doing, sir? I'm good. How are you?
Riley's bank card was found in this embankment by
That's
the Cumberland
horrible,
River.
y'all.
This location is just yards away from where his phone last pinged on March 8th. Here is the entire body cam footage that was released today.
How you doing, sir? I'm good. How are you? Good.
Okay, so y'all seen it right there. You can see it now. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think he straightened up real good when that law was there? Because if he would have been staggering, the law might have took him to jail. That could have saved his life. You know what I'm saying? This is the one I was talking about. I saw it on the news They interviewed a cop and that lady, FBI dispatcher or whatever. Okay. I have not heard who and when he was reported missing. It was hours after he got kicked out of the bar or shortly after. Rena says 9 hours, and she's from that area. Maybe he seen a couple fighting and tried to help that guy that was talking in the video. Before the last looked like a guy that got arrested for fighting with his girlfriend that night. Just a crazy thought. You never know. You never know. Try to stop it when the cop first looks towards him. I'll try, but I don't know. Let me pull somebody else up. I'm gonna pull up a different creator because he's got a better view on Riley. Hang on. Let me type in Riley's name right quick. Because here it is. Here's a better view. Let me put the thing out here and we'll pull it up, okay? And let me pull it up and we'll see if we can slow it down a little bit. I am going to put this link out here if y'all want to grab it. Okay, this is the actual video here. Hang on. This is Riley right there. January 1st, Riley. And there. That's Riley. Let me slow it down, y'all.
How you doing, sir? Good. How are you?
See, he's walking straight,
Good.
y'all. Let's go back. Yeah, take it down.
How you doing, sir?
He's walking straight. He's not slowing.
Good. How are you? Good.
So what do y'all think? Play it again. Well, he's straight. I mean,
How you doing, sir? I'm good. How are you? Good.
see, so he didn't act like he was, there's nothing. Rewind it some more. He looked at him twice. He did. What do you mean? I'm confused. Let's go back. Miss Diamonds. Here we go. Let me slow it down. I'm not going to slow it down that much, but I'm going to slow it down a little more than what. There we go. Let's slow it down. That window's busted up. There's Riley walking. Ooh, he looked like he was stumbling. Now that he did look like he was stumbling in that one. Did you see it? It looks like one leg goes out funny on his steps. When he first noticed, see, he's stepping good there, but when we go back, when he first sees him, it looked like he was stumbling around. Let's try it again. Okay. And I'll stop it and I'll let y'all see. All right. Right there. There's Riley, y'all. Can y'all see? He looks like he's stumbling a little bit there. See? Looked like he was running or something. I don't know. Did y'all see that? He looked a little bit more like he was high on that one. One more time. It's amazing what you find when you slow these videos down. Like, now let me slow it down to ultimate slow down. Remember we used to do this with Kylie Rodney's case? This is like the ultimate. There he is. There he is. He looks at him, don't he? Look. Yeah, he's stumbling in that one. He's definitely stumbling. He looked in a rush at first. Yeah, it looked almost like he was stumbling. Hey, Miggy. He noticed the cops and straightened up. Yes, he did. I agree. The cop kind of looked at him twice. I wished he would have fell right in front of that cop because that cop would have took him to jail. Wait, the window broken in the red truck. Yes, the window was broken. See how the windows broke out in that red truck? See, look, he straightened up quick, didn't he? The truck had a busted window, looked like, too. Yeah. See, right there, you can see he's flashing a light in it. It busted the window out of it. So he knew enough to straighten up when the cop was there, which is weird. Oh, shit. But he didn't, I don't know. What do y'all think? He knew enough to straighten up. He wasn't that messed up. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. We all kind of sober up a little bit when we see cops. I've done it. No matter how messed up you are, you kind of do it. It's just a natural thing to do. When you see a cop, you sober up a little bit. So I don't know. Let me rewind it. We'll watch it again, y'all. All right, here we go. And you'll see Riley walking. You see the windows busted out of the truck. Dummins, the cop, was there investigating it. See, the windows broke out of the car. See? And then he turns around and sees Riley, and he's kind of stumbling a little bit. There's Riley. I think he's in the river downtown. It's dangerous to be alone. Yeah, look, somebody's window got busted out there. I mean, he must have thrown up on his shirt yet, as the cop would have seen. I think when he took the shirt off is when he throwed up. I think he throwed up and then took the shirt off is what I allegedly heard. See, he was being... That's weird. That's haunting right there. Now we wish we had been picked up by the police. I know. It's sad, y'all. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think it's foul play? Or do you think he stumbled? Do you think he's hit his head and he's still out there wandering? What do you guys think? Sad, y'all. Very sad. This was the whole police cam, I think, right here. And Riley just wandered off. He just wandered off. Imagine how haunting for his family to watch these videos. I know. I would go if Big Mama would go with me. I'd go to Nashville because I kind of like Nashville. It was kind of fun hanging out in Nashville. Is that him there? No, he'd already walked on. This is just a cop walking away from the scene. Riley walked on. I think he tipped over and went into the river. Rena thinks it's foul play. What are the people saying downtown Nashville, Rena? Because I'm in East Tennessee. So I'm like 5 hours away from you. This is the whole cop footage of what happened that night. Man, I bet that cop didn't know he just walked past a man. She said, come on. I know. Me and my sister would go if she'd go with me. That's 5 hours away, though. I had to go there and get an MRI a couple years ago. Twice I had to go there because they have a stand-up MRI machine. And, but I've been there before. But see, he went underneath. I wonder if that's him walking right there. See somebody walking right there? I wonder if that's him still walking. Because there is somebody back there walking. Look. I wonder if that was him. See? Looks like he was walking under that path. He probably got back on that path and went back that way. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Sad, y'all. It's sad, the poor thing. And I feel so bad for his mother. That's the one I feel so bad for, is his parents, his mom and his dad and his parents, you know? Because it sounded like his mom was a helicopter mom, like me. It's just so sad. There he is, y'all. If that cop only knew. Rena, you take care of our big mamas now. He was drinking that night. He was drinking, they said, that whole day. I can show you around and how close he was to the homeless camp and the river. Is it dangerous, Rena, in that homeless camp? Is it dangerous? I would assume it is. Then he said if he would have been pushed in the river, he would be along the edge somewhere. You would think, not in the middle of the water. Right. And Danny, he would have showed up, surely. But if he had traveled down the river, he could have traveled a long ways. He was tall. He was 6 something, they said. He was 6 foot something. So he was a tall guy. No, it's sad. His parents is out here looking for him. And he's a young guy, got a whole life ahead of him. Very dangerous downtown. Okay. That's what I thought. That's the sad part. It's kind of like going downtown Philadelphia if you don't know where you're going and you're down Kensington. Like Marita said, you know. Was the shirt the homeless guy wearing before or after this footage? Anyone know? I would assume it was after the footage. River has a very strong current, so it could have took him miles and miles before they even 9 hours, of course. Danny, there was some parts free of brush and very steep. Also, the water was higher that day. Yeah. He met the wrong people. So sad. I believe he was 6'5". Wow. He's a tall little dude, wasn't he? I'm going to put my link out if anybody wants to come up and hang out with me and talk about this case. So he took his shirt off after his body cam footage. Yeah, they said he started throwing up, took his shirt off. This is what I heard. The homeless man found his shirt, found the debit card, tossed the debit card, and kept the shirt. That's alleged. And that he had a tank top, a white tank top on after that. So I don't know. But Nashville is wide open all night long, y'all. The vomit must have been on the shirt then. Could have been, Diamonds. You know how homeless people are. I don't know. I don't know. Only the law probably talked to that homeless man. I don't know. That skinny, my son is 6'5", but he weighs 180 and he's skinny. Riley must have been really thin. He was. It's been 8 days, I think. You don't believe he tossed it? I heard the vomit was on the shirt. Oh, Danny. You know how them homeless people are. I actually watched a video of a man driving through, and I thought I saved it. He was actually driving through the area where he was last seen, and I thought I saved it. But I guess I didn't. Maybe this is it right here. Hang on. Okay, this is it right here. I did save it. Let me pull it up for you guys. Okay. 10 days, Guadalupe. Thank you. Wow. Okay, here we go, guys.
Crossed onto Gay Street. The police have put up cones to keep people from checking out the area. Supposedly a homeless person saw him vomiting over the railing on this bridge. They said he took his shirt off, which would explain how a homeless person supposedly got his shirt. It would also explain why the girls found the credit card right there. The homeless person put the shirt on, found the credit card in the pocket, and chucked it over the railing. The next cameras found him running down this street right here wearing a white shirt, probably his undershirt. A little further up at this next intersection, there's a police camera. I don't know if there's any footage from it, and we've not heard it. I go live on TikTok every Friday and Saturday night. I didn't go out this particular Friday night because it was supposed to rain at 11 p.m. My TikToks usually start at 11:30. This all took place around 10 p.m. If Riley
Thank
was
you, Rena.
inebriated,
Thank
had a
you.
head wound, and was stumbling around, and then it started to rain, he probably tried to find a place to stay dry. So all the little covered areas around here need to be searched. From what I understand, his watch pinged the Topgolf tower. So that means he can be within 2 miles of Topgolf. I don't believe he's on that side of the river. I don't think he had a way of crossing. He's in Germantown, in that area. We're going to find him.
So could he have crossed the river and been over on the other side of the river? I wonder if people are looking for him over in that area. It started raining, they said. He was running if he was stumbling. Well, we know he hit his head. So I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys this because it gives a good idea. There's dumpsters. He could have went and, you know how people, they hang out at dumpsters if they can't find a good place to go. Sad, y'all. I mean, that was the last place where he was found. So, yeah. I thought they said the watch wasn't activated. Well, according to him, it was. It pinged. So, it seems like to me that they should have more information if they found more cameras. No? River was too strong. Okay, so he couldn't have done it. Okay. Thank you, Rena. Thank you for all that walk in the rain would have sobered him up. It's got cold. Also, I bet, you think he would have went into like a restaurant or somewhere like that and got some help or something. Riley was mad because he was kicked out of Luke Bryan's bar. Riley was drunk. I know. I hope they find him too, y'all. I do. I hope they find him. But right now, it being 10 days and he still has not been found, there's a good possibility that he's not going to be found, y'all. And if he is, it's not going to be good. That slope where the homeless camp is steep. If it was raining, it could have slid down the embankment into the river. He could have swum for a while down the river. You don't know. If he fell in the river, he could have swum. He could be miles down that river. 9:35 till 9:58 timeline from the bar to the bridge sighting. Wow, Guadalupe, you know this case, don't you? Right, he could have had amnesia. It's a very unsafe place to wander, especially after hitting your head. I know, it's so sad, y'all. I hope they find this little young guy, you guys. Renee, or what's her name, Rena? Rena said she's going to take some pictures and send them to me. My niece lived in that area with her parents and came up missing at 13, 20 years ago. Did they find her, Rena? Did they find your niece? I hope they found her. God, I hope they found her. I've been watching many channels. Have you? Okay. I have too, trying to find out more information, but it's hard for me to focus on more than one case, you guys. I'm not one of these people that focuses on 10 cases at one time. I can't do it. It's just too hard. I get wrapped up in one case, and that's where I stay. So, yeah. But I'm really interested because this is really close to home. You know, it's in Nashville. It's 5 hours away from me. And it's just sad because I have children this age. And I just feel for his parents. Let's see. Oh, Rena, I'm so sorry. Rena said her niece has never been found. So this is like deja vu for you. I am so sorry. I heard the river has two strong currents, one moving one way and another moving different ways, and both move extremely fast. That's why the divers cannot go into the river. Well, look what the cat drug in. Miss Can. Yes, I'm live again, Candace. I'm so sorry, Rena, about your niece. I'm so sorry. Rena said, look up Tabitha Tundra's case. That's my sister's daughter. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rena. Oh, thank you, Saltwater. Thank you. She gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Let me see who all got the memberships. Thank you, Saltwater. God bless you. Let me go to my channel and see if I can pull this up to see who got the 5 memberships. If it'll let me. It looks like Broken Wing, Yorkshire. I can't see the rest of them. Thank you so much. Thank you, Saltwater, for gifting those memberships. God bless you. Thank you. Oh, I can imagine. Thank you so much, Saltwater. I didn't get to see everybody that got it, but thank you so much for helping everybody out. Thank you so much. You're going to look her up. I'm going to look her up too, Rena. I'm so sorry. Rena, we've got Summer Wells' mom in here too, Candace. And Summer Wells is from East Tennessee here. Miss Candace is a little girl's been missing since 2021, and she still hasn't been found. It's been almost 3 years. And Candace's sister's been missing since 2009. So she's not only got her daughter missing, but her sister's missing as well. I'm so sorry, Rena. We're praying for your niece to be found. I hate to see people lose their family members like that. I couldn't imagine going through that, you guys. That's just the worst pain in the world. I couldn't imagine. It's so sad not knowing where your family is, you know? Diamond Creation, after the bar closed for the night, his friends went to their hotels and didn't call the police and reported Riley missing until the next day. Oh, look, Candace said, Rena, prayers for you and your family. Thank you, Candace, for being supportive. Thank you, everyone. It's been many years. Yes, I used to talk to Candace. Aw. And that's good if y'all could reach out to each other. When you have a missing family member like that, which Candace has too, and it's good to reach out to each other and show each other support. And I pray Riley's mom gets some support too. I do pray Sebastian's. I don't know much about Sebastian's case, but I do pray Sebastian's family gets some kind of closure because he's from around Nashville area as well. I would cover him, but I just can't handle covering more than one child, y'all. I'm sorry, I just can't. These children cases are too sad. Hey, God is love. How are you? I pray they find Riley, but if that river is that swift, I would imagine he would be a lot farther down that river than what we know. And if it goes down, I wonder where the Cumberland River goes to. I wonder how far down the Cumberland River. I'll have to look on the map and see how far down it goes. I wonder if it goes through like Memphis or where it goes to. Pretty sad. Sad, 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 sad. Cheatham Dam is the first dam, Reed said. Cheatham Dam is? Thank you, Reed. So he'd have to come to they'd have to look in that dam area to find him. Isn't that Cheatham? Ain't that where Ryan Upchurch lives? I think he lives down that way, y'all. I connected with Candace and then everything went crazy and I lost touch with her. Yeah, things got crazy there for a while. They're just now starting to settle down a little bit, Rena. It was, yeah. All these other cases are coming about, all these little kids getting hurt. And, I guess this Madeline case is close to home to you too, because your niece was 13, the same age as little Madeline. So sad. 688 miles of southern Kentucky and northern central Tennessee. I thought that Cumberland River ran through Kentucky. I thought it ran through Kentucky. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm supposed to be asleep. Well, God is love. Why ain't you asleep, girl? Get you some rest, honey. I'm sure there'll be more footage come out of Riley before it's over with. I'm sure there will be more footage of him. Sad, sad, sad. It almost looks like that was him walking down that road, like right through there. Like you could see down that way, like he walked down there. Y'all, by the time I got there, they'd probably already have found him. I heard that it rains a lot since, and the river was up. I pray they find him and his family. I do too, Carly. It starts at the Ohio, runs through Harlan. I run through Harlan into the Cumberland, then into Tennessee River. We have a Cumberland River. I used to own part of Cumberland River. My old house in Harlan I owned the property all the way out to the middle of the river. I thought it ran through there. Wow, thank you, Marita. There is a dam. Yeah, Cheatham Dam. They said it's Cheatham Dam. So, I mean, with the water going that fast, he could end up at the dam. Very easily. Hey, Miss Laura P. Very, very easily. Was Ted Bundy ever in Tennessee? I don't know. I don't know where all he went. It's on telling about Ted Bundy. I'm going to take this down, y'all. I just pray they find him, y'all. I do. I just hate it. How we watch Kensington, Philly on here a lot, and y'all know how bad it is there in Philly. I can imagine how bad it is in them homeless camps in Nashville. Can I contact you later and give Candace my number? I understand her pain. Yeah, add me on Facebook, Rena, under Daisy's Farm. My girls put out my link all the time in here. Click on it, add me, and tell me who you are and message me. Okay, Rena? Daisy's Farm, because I don't check my email. Because my email got, people got a hold of it and sent all kinds of crazy stuff to it. So if people send me stuff, I can't find it. What's up, Marita? You want to come up with me for a minute? I'll put my link there out if you want to come up and just hang out. Here it is. Right here's my Facebook. my beautiful diamonds put my Facebook out here. If you want to click on it, Rena. Listen, I think that people that has missing family members, I think they should reach out and support each other because only they know what what a person's going through.
Hello.
Hey, Jerry. Hey, what's up?
Not much. I'm not getting good vibes about this poor young boy.
Me neither. I'm not
And
either.
even Luke Bryant came out. He did
Mm-hmm.
it on Country Cast.
Uh-huh.
He's upset.
Yeah.
And
Well, they said that he actually went. I don't know if he talked to the parents or what, but
I could imagine he would. He's a good guy like that.
yeah.
Now I had a little hope when the cops had that video where they would talk, just, hey, how you doing? Hi, how are you? And I get a little bit of hope, but he kept walking. I wish he'd stopped and asked for help.
I do too. Jerry said, I saw earlier tonight a security guard was killed in South Nashville. Wow.
Nashville's not as safe
Looks
as
like Chatham Dam is the first one downstream west of Nashville, and it's like 30 miles away from Nashville, so it's a long ways. But that current
he
can,
could be stuck in the dam.
yeah,
I hope if he is. I mean, I don't want him all the way down, going out the mouth of the Mississippi or something.
right.
Because I know somebody here one time went into the Delaware River and it went all the way out to Atlantic Ocean. It was a baby. Started in the Pennypack Creek, a 1-year-old.
Wow.
Last year, we had a flash flood.
Well, this guy would, if he fell in when he first got down there, 9 hours went by before they reported him missing. That's a long time to be in a river.
And it's also hypothermia.
I do too, Rena.
I mean, it might not have been ice cold out, but that water's still not warm yet.
Yeah.
It might have been 70 degrees in
I wonder why it was
Nashville
throwing up.
itself, but the water was probably still only 40 degrees.
I wonder what was making him throw up. They're thinking somebody roofied him.
Well, it could be that, but I know they were on spring break. And there's a good chance they were all drinking all day. But I don't know why they suddenly say he was overserved if he only had one drink.
Yeah,
Never
he was
given him any
acting
drink
like he
then.
was. Exactly.
He was drinking water after that.
Diamond says, Marita, did you hear about that dude in your neck of the woods that unalived his daughter allegedly, then ran to New Jersey?
He unalived his baby mama, his sister, and his stepmother. And then he ran over the bridge to Trenton, and he finally got caught last night. Or the night.
Oh, they caught him?
Did it happen Saturday or yesterday? Happened Saturday or yesterday, I forget. So much crap happening.
So much.
It was horrible. This guy unalived his baby mom in front of his two kids and beat her, his mother-in-law or whatever she would be, with a gun. And it was a pretty nice neighborhood where it happened. It's Morrisville. I mean, when we were talking about, remember, what's his face was running around in Chester County, I said, oh, that's pretty far from me. Where this happened, not that far from me. It happened around the corner from my niece. And they had a all shelter in place, the whole township.
Oh, wow. I think I found the interview of the mom and dad.
And then they had to cancel the St. Patty's Day parade. It was Saturday because there was
because of that. Wow.
but they did catch him, thank God. But thank that woman saved her children.
Here's his parents. I'm gonna play this right quick,
Yeah,
okay?
one's a stepfather,
Stepfather,
the
father,
mother, and that's the
mother.
father on the
Yeah,
far right.
you can tell. That's so sad. Let's see what they got to say.
time
This is
tonight to
News
speak with
Nation.
me. And may I just say, I am so sorry for what you are all going through. I can't imagine the stress that you're under and how traumatizing this must be. So let's get right to it. Let's help to drill down what we know and get the public working hard. So, Michelle, you met with the police yesterday. Were they able to share anything with you that was at least satisfying? Anything that you're able to share with us or not able to share with us?
No, they just let us know where they are in the investigation and the videos that everybody has seen.
So what the media knows and what the public knows is the same as what you know,
just
right?
a little bit. They, just so you know, we requested the meeting Friday afternoon late that we get to see the video footage. We had not seen anything or really heard from them too much throughout the previous week. So we were getting frustrated. We wanted to see what they had. So it's not like this was one of those deals. It came up after we called them to tell them that the TikTokers had found the debit card because they didn't know that it had been found. Supposedly, they didn't know that the call had came in. We arrived before the police.
So I'll tell you what, I understand the sensitivity that you all are under. You do not want to criticize the police because right now they are your lifeline to continuing this investigation, to finding Riley. I, on the other hand, I can. And I am steaming mad that I interviewed a woman who works with the homeless who says she could have sworn she saw that shirt on a homeless man who was acting in an unusual way, had an unusual behavior, and that he had a bike, which is not normal, didn't ask for food, which is not normal, and that the shirt was perfectly clean underneath his dirty hoodie. And she...
Wow. Wow. I would be mad if I was that mommy. I wouldn't care about what the police said. I would be mad.
He has not been questioned, even as of today when we checked back with her. So, Chris, I'll just ask you if you were able to talk to the police about this, if they mentioned anything about it, if they've discounted it in any way, and why.
They have not mentioned that to us at all. We are aware of that. We've heard the same comment. We've also heard multiple people that have tried to call Crime Stoppers and leave tips and been told they don't know anything about a Riley Strain case. So lots of confusion. We're struggling.
Wow.
We're 10 days in, it's
yeah, I can imagine. And I'll tell you what, like I said, I can criticize the police. I agree that you guys just have to keep your heads up and work with them. But Ryan, I will also say this, to have TikTokers who volunteered to look for Riley, find that bank card in what looked like a homeless mess of discarded...
It was TikTokers that found it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
I saw that last night, but I knew you weren't going to be on.
Wow.
Because it was Sunday. I was like, oh, Daisy's got to know this.
Wow. Huh.
Clothing and junk on the riverbed made me really angry because I feel like it was right in the vicinity where Riley's phone pinged and that there should have been a grid search done. This was found days and days after perhaps it should have been. Ryan, are they saying anything about that card and about the fact that it was TikTokers, not the police, that found it?
No, there hadn't necessarily been anything said about that. One would assume that since it was found in the vicinity of his last known whereabouts, that
it's named after his dad.
Should have been canvassed pretty good. I think it just shines light on the B- job that the police force may be doing and following through and being detailed on this case. I know they're overwhelmed, but it was at the location,
Wow. The dad feels different than the stepdad, right? Well, I have to stop it for this. Here we go.
It's maddening. It's absolutely maddening that a member of the public who just wanted to help was able to find a critical piece of evidence that had the police done a research in that exact same area might very well have seen it too. For instance, there are a lot more.
Let's go back.
For instance, there are a lot more trained at searching.
I want to show you.
That had the police done a grid search in that exact same area.
But hang on.
I mean,
It's
it's
maddening.
not like
It's
the
absolutely
Nashville
maddening
police
that
are crap. They're good police. Why couldn't they get this?
Because they're used to drunks, and I think they didn't take it serious at first.
could be true. That could be exactly it. Because remember, what was it? The Christmas of 2020 when that bomb blew up
Mm-hmm.
on right near this area, near all the hotels and everything, and the weird guy, and they had that solved in 2 days.
I know. I think
I
it's
mean, why can't they find this young man?
that's weird with all the cameras and stuff.
Exactly. There's some, and I'm sure we're not even seeing 1/10 of the footage that there is.
Is Marita becoming a conspiracy theory?
No.
I'm just kidding.
My little flat Earth tells me. No, this is like, I don't understand. They're not stupid police officers. They're a good force. They're Metropolitan Police. They're very well trained. But this seems to like they don't care.
Right. It's like that.
And
Saltwater
if
said,
the parents weren't putting pressure on them, it would be another, well, he was drunk kind of thing.
right. Saltwater said, someone could have laced his drink and then followed him out, done something to him with his shirt being found. Exactly. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird.
But I think you would see somebody following him. You really don't see anybody near him.
Well, there was a black car that was following him there for a minute.
Well, maybe then. That could be. But what could they get? The bank card was useless because it had his name on it, and his name's all around town now.
Yeah.
It couldn't be. It would have been used in a store, not in a. We call them Mac machines. What do you call ATMs?
Right.
Because they probably didn't have this PIN number, so it was pretty much invalid, and that's probably why it was tossed aside. But somebody's got to have his wallet with his driver's, unless it's in his pocket.
Exactly.
But I doubt it's in his pocket.
Now, y'all watch his mom. She's calm, so y'all can't judge. We know mom ain't done nothing to him. A lot of people are judging Sebastian's mom because she wasn't crying. This mom is calm. She's probably on some kind of narcotic. I would be.
She's probably
looking
they
for
probably
her.
got her nice and.
Yeah, because she's been through this for almost a week now. So.
Public who just wanted to help was able
There he
to find
is.
a
He
credible
calls
piece
and
of
hits
evidence
his head.
that had the
Yeah.
police done a grid search in that exact same area.
had to be a
Might
hard
very well
hit.
have seen it too. For instance, they're a lot more trained at searching than, say, a TikToker. But Michelle, it came to our attention today that Riley had been on the phone with, I think, either a girlfriend or somebody he had maybe started seeing. I'm not sure. Maybe you can characterize the relationship. And I think she asked him that night, "Are you having fun?" And the only text that she got back said something like, "Good lops," LOPS. And she couldn't understand what that meant. Can you shed some light on that communication, when it happened, what the circumstances were, and what happened afterwards?
I don't know what that means either.
I'm not able to. I don't know the communication that happened between him and her. I'm not sure which. He's got several friends that are female, male. I mean, I don't know who that individual was that he talked to at that time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And
Thank you, News Nation. Thank you, News Nation. I want to go back to the part where she talks about the homeless man. I'm going to slow that down because that's interesting.
Could he have gotten into an altercation with a homeless person?
Exactly.
But as opposed to Philadelphia, there's not as many homeless down there. Why can't they find this gentleman?
I don't know. There's cameras everywhere. Mama's on something. Daddy's on something too. Let's see what she says about this again.
Probably lack of sleep.
so what the media
I'm
knows
going
and
to
what the public
clarify
knows is the same as
on
what
that
you know,
just a little
right?
bit. They, just so you know, we requested the meeting Friday afternoon late that we get to see the video footage. We had not seen anything or really heard from them too much throughout the previous week. So we were getting frustrated. We wanted to see what they had. So it's not like this was one of those deals. It came up after we called them to tell them that the TikTokers had found the debit card because they didn't know that it had been found. Supposedly, they didn't know that the call had came in. We arrived before the police.
Thank God for the TikTok.
So I'll tell you what, I understand the sensitivity that you all are under. You do not want to criticize the police because right now they are your lifeline to continuing this investigation to finding Riley. On the other hand, I can. And I am steaming mad that I interviewed a woman who works with the homeless who says she could have sworn she saw that shirt on a homeless man who was acting in an unusual way, had an unusual behavior in that he had a bike, which is not normal, didn't ask for food, which is not normal, and that the shirt was perfectly clean underneath his dirty hoodie. And she has not been questioned, even as of today when we checked back with her. So, Chris, I'll just ask you if you were able to talk to the police about this, if they mentioned anything about it, if they've discounted it in any way, and why.
They have not mentioned that to us at all. We are aware of that. We've heard the same comment. We've also heard multiple people that have tried to call Crime Stoppers and leave tips and been told they don't know anything about a Riley Strain case. So,
wow, now ain't that typical? I wonder what case that we have that problem with when we call the TBI. Could it be Summerwell's case?
Yep.
We're dealing with the TBI here, you guys. Miss Daisy, his shirt looks a lot different in the police video. Well, they identified him as Riley.
I think this is an old picture. This is
this is the shirt he had on that night.
Oh, this is? Okay. Because his hair was different.
We're going to have to do some sleuthing on that, Miss Diamonds. Because look, that's white on that side. Let's go back.
The cream color.
Let's go find the video where he was on the
eggshell.
Right there. It looks almost the same, Miss Diamonds.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, ain't it?
Me. It looks patterny like the shirt. So
yeah, that's him.
Light on one side, dark on the other.
Are we sure that is him?
Can criticize.
Yeah.
This is the sleeve black.
Because the cop spoke to him. I'm sure the cop remembers.
It's the sleeve black. Let's go back. Yeah, the sleeve is black. So it is the same. It's the same. I'm on it right now, she said. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Welcome, sweetheart. We just played the interview by News Nation from the mother, the stepdad, and the dad. The dad doesn't say a whole lot. The stepdad always says more than the dad does, which is weird. I wonder how much involvement the dad had in his life. His dad's name is Riley, too.
A person who wants to be his sadness in the limelight.
Right.
I know people like
That
that.
is true. So sad, ain't it? Like,
it's heart-wrenching.
But I wonder
why to college and all they want to do is go on a spring break. Nashville's supposed to be so safe. Oh, all the bars down there, they're all owned by, Luke Bryan and Keith Urban, Garth Brooks. They all own these bars and they're fun and the music.
They call it Little Vegas.
Morning.
It's up. It's
safe.
Open all night. Riley is 22 years old, 6 foot 5 feet, 150 pounds. He's a tall guy.
Skinny guy.
Poor mother.
Very skinny because he weighs as much as me, and I'm only 5'1".
He looks like his dad more than he does his mom, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's found water by the top tower. They could magnet fish it out, possible. I wonder if they would get like, who is that that gets cars and stuff? They get cars though. The Adventures of Purpose. They're not used to looking, even though they found Audrey Cunningham. I don't know, and that swift water, if they would be able to
find a million telephones in that water.
then again, he could have hit his head, had a concussion, and still out there after 10
Yeah,
days.
somebody would have seen him. Somebody would have seen him.
I don't think the outcome's going to be good.
Unfortunately.
And poor Rena's little niece was 13 and she went missing in Nashville and they still haven't found her. And it's been 21 years.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. She's only just a few miles from Nashville right now. And
It's and it's so different. Some parts of Nashville it's like Philadelphia in a sense. You got these really nice
it
sections,
is
and then you got these really
trashy.
downtrodden sections, and then
Yeah.
you have the street people sections, and then you have this big nightlife section like we have with the casinos down on Delaware Avenue and Penn's Landing, and we have all this great cool stuff. And
Well, let me ask you, what do you think would have happened to Riley if he would have stumbled downtown Kensington?
Would have gotten beat up, probably, or he may have bought something and ended up doing
Something
dying.
else. Well, they're so used to people being out of it down there in Kensington that
it wouldn't be
it would fit right in.
It would just be, unfortunately, if he passed out somewhere, he'd be punched around and robbed. But
Yeah.
he'd be alive.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the biggest danger here was the water.
just waking. That is the whole thing to this, is that damn water and him being so tall that he can fall in easier
Fall
than,
over that.
like, if I'm going to stand against that wall, it's going to come up to my chest. Him, it came up like right above his ankles if he had fallen over. He's a 1.5 feet taller than me.
He is tall. Saltwater said, Miss D, DPAPI, remember the smiley face K, newer caught. Huh? I'm confused on
I
that.
can't decipher that one.
Me neither. Miss Daisy, yeah, it's the same shirt. The video with him falling is from behind, and his shirt is black in the back. The footage of the body cam shows the shirt from the front. Okay, Miss Diamonds.
She's on top of stuff, man.
Honey, that's a sleuth girl right there.
I'm telling you.
If they find him soon, an autopsy will show what happened. But if he's in the water, time is against a coroner finding Russian water increasingly decay. It's still cool out though here in Tennessee. Like tonight, it's pretty cool.
He'll be bloated as a
Florida is the worst state with it being a murder state, big murdering state. Florida. I believe he was robbed by homeless and thrown in the river. And Rena's the one that lives there in Nashville, so she would know.
She's gonna know what goes on.
Yep.
I
Sorry for
kind of
mistyping.
from the
I've
beginning
had
said that,
taking
Rena,
meds
that
all day.
he ended up in that water.
I think he's in that water. It's okay, Saltwater. I hope you feel better. Love your heart.
Oh gosh, kidney stone. Oh, that's one thing.
Wow, Gail.
Knock on wood. I don't have. I have everything else. I don't have that.
I wonder if I don't sometimes. You
Oh,
stumble
I
into
hear
the
they're
wrong.
painful. I hear they are so painful.
Oh yeah.
And
You
I have
stumble.
CRPS, and I don't think I could do a kidney stone.
Yeah.
Wow.
You stumble into the wrong homeless camp, and they think they pay rent on that property or something, and own it. Not safe. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's even like down Kensington. Same thing. Going to certain empty
Areas.
houses, people think they own that. No, you can't
I hope you feel better, Saltwater.
crash here.
I know.
Saltwater, I will be praying for you.
Me too. Me too, Saltwater.
Drinking 7-Up this late at night.
Unfortunately for this parent, if he's not alive, I hope they do find him soon. I do, because
I have a feeling they'll find him the next day.
poor mama. I
During
think
the
they
day,
need to
it's
search
not
farther
when it's
down that
light.
river.
And
Is there a reward? I'm not sure. I've not heard anything about a reward. Do you know, Rena? He will probably be found miles down the river. That's what I think, Rena, too.
That's what happened here last fall. We had a
5,000?
submarine by the Pennypack Creek. It rose.
Welcome, so water.
Family floated away in their car. The father survived, and one child, the wife, and an infant was never found. They think it mathed into the Delaware River, and you know
Yeah.
how big the Delaware River is, and then that
Yeah.
they think it may have even gone as far as the Atlantic Ocean because that's
Oh,
where it
yeah. Something fixed it on
where
that.
it eventually. So they never found the 1-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Rena said 5,000. That's it? 5,000. Hello, Vanilla Bean. I had one so big that the
man,
doctor
I
had to
feel
break
for
it
you.
apart for
Yeah.
laser. Oh no, diamonds. Marita, I have had kidney stones more than once. Let me tell you, that would double over in pain. You can't walk.
I had gallstones. That's as bad as
Worse
I
than
got.
labor
They had
pain.
the gallbladder out, and that was painful. I can't imagine kidney stones,
People talk for money.
especially
Wow,
today.
up the reward. I think the reward should be more as public as this is made. I mean, it's hit the YouTube, TikTok, you name it. Why
Yeah,
isn't the
but
reward more than
whoever wrote that about the
5,000?
money is right because
Homeless community for sure.
they would love to have 5,000 tax-free dollars.
Exactly.
They're looking for a shooter
More.
here right now, a 17-year-old who was involved in the mass shooting with my high school last week, my old
Oh,
high
wow.
school.
Have they
And
not found him yet?
they're offering $5,000, no questions asked, just turn him in. And he'll be turned in shortly because everybody wants $5,000. If I knew where he was, I'd turn him in. And I
You
don't
know
even know.
what? That's true, Teresa. Luke needs to put some money in there since it was his
You know
bar
what,
that
Teresa?
put him out.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am. More than 10,000. I'm sure he can,
Put in like $20,000, make it
or
25,000.
more. Yeah.
I mean, it's because eventually the parents are going to have a suit against him.
That's probably why he ain't putting nothing out.
Well, I think he could afford either way, but
But yeah, you got Ryan Upchurch. I wonder why he's not grabbed this and it being so close to him, or Sebastian. I think he's done with true crime after Kylie Rodney's.
He
He's
went
done.
through it. I think he's out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. After Kylie Rodney, he was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with this stuff. I'm going to stick with country music. He's not even country,
People need
really,
to
is he?
protest in front of his
Kind of a
bar.
rap country.
Diamonds, have you ever been to Nashville? There's no protesting because you know why? Because every other place, like it's like stores, there's a bar, one bar right after another. Instead of there being stores, they're bars and they're playing music
That's
all down
all
the
it
street.
is.
All you hear is music. So there's no way you could. There's no way.
Yeah.
Because your protest would be overflowed with music because every bar in each
And they have open
little place is playing music all down that strip.
and their windows are all open.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it neon.
And it's all night long. So
Yeah, the neon neighborhood.
They call it Little Vegas because,
well, that
like,
too.
just like walking down nothing but a bunch of bars playing music all
And they're
night
open
long.
till 4 or 5 in the morning. Every
All
woman
night
has
long,
her
yeah.
bachelorette party there.
Danny said, I loved Nashville. I liked it too. I really did. Especially down that little strip because they're country music. I mean, these are bars that people really sing at, not just play music, but
Yeah, they're
there's
trying to make a career.
singers and stuff. Yeah. There's no way you could hear the protest. You'd be out there dancing and protesting at the same time.
Singing
I'm
I've
taking
got
you to
friends in
Vegas,
low places
Diamonds.
while you're
Or Nashville.
protesting. Printer Alley, that's right, Danny. Printer Alley.
But I have been told he don't own that club. None of them celebrities own them clubs. They just get big checks to put their names on them. Well, Garth Brooks opening one up down there.
He owns his, and
He's never
they all
promoted.
own their clubs.
Yeah.
They-
No,
and because I
I've
know
never been
that
this
guy I
lazy,
can't stand.
but it
What's his
could
name?
have been one of the youngsters from their
John Griff
community who
owns
people
his.
speak up. That's true, Diamonds.
Toby
We're going to have
Keith
to take
owns his.
Diamonds to Nashville and let her honky tonk
Why don't
on.
we get a collection together? Send her out there like as our boots on the ground.
Yes, Miss Diamonds. We'll put her honky talking.
Yeah. Go
That's
see what Garth Brooks' new bar
honky
looks like.
tonk.
Go up on the 4th floor. It's supposed to be outdoor. It has palm trees.
Oh, Rena. Yeah, it's a honky donk place. The Grand Ole Opry is beautiful at Christmas. Ryan had or having a baby. Oh, really? Ryan. Who's
Garth
Ryan?
better have
Riley?
some receipts on his
Are you
menu.
talking about
Or he's in
Riley?
trouble. Oh, she makes all the food. It's all her. It's
Garth
all
better
her
have his
work.
woman's recipe on
Right.
his menus or he's in trouble. Well, they're building a bar down there. I've
It's
been to
already open.
times but didn't move around at night. It's already open?
Yeah, it just opened last week was grand opening.
Ooh,
It's supposed the food
diamonds.
is supposed to be fabulous. It's all hers.
Miami
But it's basic.
Flower said he had a head injury. I think he threw up, went to the river to splash water on his face, fell into the river, and he is way down the stream. I think we all think he's way down the stream for
I
sure.
said that if somebody had drugged him and they gave him Molly, you sweat a lot. He may have taken his shirt off, jumped in the water to cool off, thinking it was because he wasn't in the right mind. And that's how the bum got his shirt.
Yeah.
And
The bum
so
might have
why
got
did
some
he
money
give
out
it
of that
to
shirt.
you?
That might be why he was acting shady. That he
Yeah,
might
why
have
did
had
he take his shirt, not his shoes or his
Yeah.
pants? Well, who needs his pants? Nobody
Yeah.
needs unless the bum's 6'6".
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm starting to double think on whether that bum even had the shirt on.
I know. Well,
Only
no, they said
because I think Ashley Banfield's full of shit half the time.
is that the woman here on News
Yeah,
Nation?
yeah, I don't.
Oh.
You know, I'm not a News Nation person.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
That leans toward I don't watch any news really anymore because
Yeah.
I think it's all a bunch of bullshit. But no, they lean like Fox News does, and I don't lean that direction. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
And,
Reba has
but
Teresa
I'll
said,
listen to everybody. I think that's the only right thing to do.
well,
is to
yeah.
listen to everybody, and then pick what you think
Mm-hmm.
might be or may not be.
Yep,
And that's what I
absolutely.
do. But
Teresa said Reba has a restaurant bar here and it's high dollar to go in, but I was told it was good. Well, I believe Reba's been in my chat before, y'all.
Reba McEntire?
Well, she come in as what was it, Dotsy? And she said she was a movie star or somebody from Nashville. She had red hair. She was 67 and she was from the South. And she left me a $50 cash super
Holy
chat.
crap.
I enjoyed my bomb.com. I don't know if it was Reba, but that's the only one I could think of.
The only other one would have been
And she
she's
come in under
older than that.
Dotsy.
I'm trying to think why
But she
not
was
Judd.
famous.
What mom before she passed. What was
Oh
her
yeah, that's right. Hmm.
what was her name? Oh my god. She's
I
still
can't think of it. There's Ashley, there's Winona, and then
and Mama.
and Mama. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of it either. Ryan Up Church is having or had a baby. Oh yeah, they're having a baby. Ryan's Up Church's girlfriend's having a baby.
Oh, that's nice.
What's her name? Naomi. Thank you, Danny.
Naomi, yeah. I know I had a
Naomi
name.
Judd.
My Aunt Naomi, yeah.
Reba and I was born in the same hospital. Her homestead is 30 miles away from me. That's in Oklahoma, right? I sung Fancy when she come in here. I sang, "Here's your last chance, Fancy. Don't let me down."
Maybe that was the last time she was
That
in.
was the last time I sung to her. Hey, Ryan's been in my church. Ryan Up Church has been in my chat too. Lord. Yeah, we got to go to Nashville. Maybe I'll get me a record deal in Nashville.
I'll write a few songs. For
I'll
you.
sing that song, "The Devil is Alive."
The devil is alive. It'll be sung at the end of every instead of one song they sing at the Grand Ole Opry, the ending song every time.
I don't really remember.
I can't think of
Lord.
that now either. I should be in bed.
Lord. Could you imagine me and Jinkies in Nashville together? Oh my Lord.
That town ain't ready for Jinkies and you.
No. We'd end up at the honky tonk like worse than
God.
Ryan. Or not
Our
Ryan, Riley up
birthday,
here.
You
Oh
don't
my
have
Lord.
friends in low places.
Jinkies would love Nashville because it is such a party town, and there's bar after bar and cowboy
Walking
after
around with your eyes
cowboy.
closed half the time. I can't see that. She's half dressed. And Jinkies would be like, "Hey, where'd you get the outfit? I love it." And you're like, "Oh my God, she's such a hussy."
Oh yeah, she's such a hussy. Oh my Lord.
I can see
But
it
really,
now.
it's not that far from here. I mean, it's 5 hours.
It's 5 hours.
Mhm.
It's only 12 hours from here.
Is it?
Well, 10 to
It's like
6.
5 hours. Y'all both need an ambulance, Miss Daisy. I know. I
Oh,
know you would.
wouldn't it be funny though, Diamonds? Those two, like having
Oh Lord.
a little mini series or a. Oh God, I'd laugh.
Good night, Can.
I just
God
could not.
bless.
Oh my God, that would make me laugh so hard.
I know. It would be
You would
funny
be
because
like
she's never
throwing
bending.
holy water on people, and she'd be throwing beer on people.
Oh Lord, I've seen her do that before. Video shows him fall into a pole and holding his head. Yeah, we seen that. That's why they think he's got a head injury. Miami.
But that happened before he saw the cop, and the cop had the
Well,
flash.
he kind of straightened up when he saw that cop.
Yeah, and he sounded fine.
I think it's an automatic instinct when you see a cop to straighten up. You could be blown away.
Yeah,
You're like, I better straighten or I'm going to jail in Nashville.
I do it, and it's my neighbors walking out the front door. Oh my God,
He
he's
did fall hard.
I better be good.
He fell really hard, and I don't know why he was running unless he was scared and
That
confused.
wasn't. He fell a couple times. He hit his head.
He did. He
on a
did.
pole, like every pole was in his way.
It was.
I get it. I'm
Love his heart. I hope
waiting
he's okay.
for them to do something like that, and we can have a vote of what skits they should do every Friday night. It should be hilarious and fun. It would, Diamonds. I'm in for it. In for
I told
penny and for
Jinkies,
a
he
pound.
said, I'll set up a wrestle ring out there in my yard. If you come over, we'll have us a wrestling match. And Candace can be a referee.
Oh gosh.
Oh Lord.
Hello. Something in there.
That'd be so funny.
Oh,
I told her I'd
just
swing
think
around
a
and
great mini series would be you and Jinkies going down Broadway in Nashville.
oh my Lord. I couldn't.
Bachelorette parties are going
I
on.
would have her head on a platter because I know she'd want to stop at every bar.
And you should. and you'll want to close your eyes everywhere.
I know.
Oh
She'd
my
be
God,
down there
Jesus isn't going to like this.
honky talking on me, won't she? She'd be down there honky talking.
But then all of a sudden, you'll be the one arrested because you'll be
I
the one
know.
up
I'd
on
be the one
bar.
arrested. Her big butt would be off somewhere at a bar in Nashville.
You'll be up dancing on the bar. Where's Garth?
Where's Garth? I know. Oh Lord.
Ah, where's Eric Upchurch? I got some lyrics for him.
Eric Upchurch. Wrestle on the trampoline. Oh Lord, we'd break that trampoline, me and her would. I always know the tourists because they're wearing cowboy boots and cowboy hats. We don't wear that here. Yep, they're country. They're ready to go, honey. It's party time. Honky tonk, talk, honky tonk, talk. We're ready to go.
It's a lie.
The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie.
I could hear that right out of Miranda Lambert's bar. Right at Fiesta's windows.
Miami says, remember, Tennessee doesn't have the best police force like you see in states like California, Florida, Texas, and New York, where crime is worse. I'm from East Tennessee, so I don't know how it is in Nashville. But we know with Summers' case, you know, with the TBI, I know that a lot of people has called into the TBI and they've got the 3rd degree from them. So, you know, I don't know. That's alleged. I don't know. A lot of people
in
complain.
Miami. We have a good police force. They're just not allowed to do their job because our DA sucks. But our police are awesome. They're just, their hands are tied half the time. That's why you see Kensington looking the way it does.
Nashville police
Actually,
have lack training.
sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say they've been making some progress down there.
Yeah.
Getting
Well, people think that, like with Summer's case, that they just focus on Summer, but they've got a whole big state of criminal stuff going on. And
isn't there about
they've
5
got-
children missing?
yeah, they got a lot of children missing. Sebastian, this guy, I mean, they just had a shooting in Nashville, a few months ago. And it's just, it's a hot mess.
I think every police force is overworked.
I think so too.
And they're overworked, underpaid, like a school teacher. Two of the most
Right, Debbie.
unrespected occupations.
It is, and I think they need to get paid more, and I think that they should be treated with a lot of respect.
But
There's
they
good and
also-
bad in everything, and
I will
every
admit there are a lot of police officers that need to be retrained. I don't believe in that. What's that everybody says? Defund the police, which does not mean taking money away from the police.
right,
People
Don.
got that wrong when they say defund the police means taking money away. No,
That is
we
so
need to
crazy. We need our police officers.
to re-educate them because they're not really good with race relations, mental
Yeah.
health. They're not trained for that.
No,
Health. They get very
no, they
little
need trained for mental health, but they deal with a lot of the mental health people.
and it's
They're
worse
good
and
with them.
worse
A
now
lot of
because
them
of
are.
drugs.
I have seen a lot of cops take care of the mental health people. Like they'll just pick them up and take them where they need to get, if they need a ride to go. Like if somebody calls and has a complaint on them, instead of taking them to jail, they'll take them to town and get them out of that situation.
Well,
They have to deal with so much
you're
mental
talking
health.
small town, small
Right.
police force. I'm speaking. We have what is it?
Big,
8,000
yeah.
police officers in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah. I can
9,000.
imagine Miami.
And I mean, they don't have the education of mental health.
Right, yeah.
So we need to hire mental health people to come in and try, because there's some things where a person
I
doesn't
think-
need to go to jail. A situation just needs to be de-escalated. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, these people have a knife or something and go at a cop. Cop's going to shoot them. That's what they're
Right.
trying to do. and they're
Right.
trained to shoot to kill. And
Everybody's wanting me and Jinkies to go to Nashville now.
oh yeah, oh
That's
let's
what
get
everybody.
action on that. Let's not depress
Y'all have to talk to Jinkies about that. I'm willing to
Oh,
go if
Jinkies will
Jinkies
be in.
is.
She'll be in. I'll pay her away. No, I
She'd
won't.
be too scared. She'd be packing that gun, cocking that gun at everybody like she did when we went to Kansas City that time.
Oh, you have to have a permit to carry in.
She does. She's
Yeah,
got.
but can you cross state with it? Straight in.
Yeah, yeah. Tennessee's a.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
she
Tennessee's
might
good.
need to take that away from her.
I know. Look what she did when we was in Kansas, man. The damn
She's standing on the
domino.
roof of a bar, shooting it up in the sky. Yeehaw! Out
Rena
in
said,
the pool.
I know.
8
Nash-
seconds.
Nashville is
Paradise.
overpopulated, not enough police. Well, they need to pay our police force more, I think. I really do.
Rena,
Go
you
to
are right
Nashville and do
because
some karaoke with Jinkies. Oh my God.
that
Could
would
you
be
imagine
so much
me and Jinkies doing karaoke? Jinkies thinks she's freaking Tammy Wynette.
my
Okay.
God.
She
That
does. She
hilarious.
thinks she's
And then you could
Tammy
be
Wynette.
George Jones.
Why don't the police talk to the homeless man? That's the biggest lead they have. I know. I don't get it. Daisy, I can see you running the gum right with her. Don't play. I know, you guys.
You
You
can't
can't
go
go
to
into a
bar
bar with a pew pew. No,
that would make sense.
I could see Daisy and Jinkies getting. Daisy wouldn't be getting that
Oh,
way.
yes, she would.
Jinkies would be
No,
getting that way.
50
Jinkies
years
would
old.
probably
Just
be
don't
scared
care.
because Nashville is a bit intimidating.
Oh, you would have a blast. You would have so much fun. I think that's something we gotta
Oh, Debbie.
strive for, people, to get them there by September once the heat breaks.
Where, Nashville?
Yeah, we're getting there by September.
I hope they find this boy before we
Oh,
have.
they'll find. Oh no,
I
I
hope
was
they find
talking
him.
to have you do something crazy.
Oh, Jinkies and me going to Nashville?
Yeah. No, I'm not talking. They'll find him. I think
Oh,
within a day or two.
I do too. I
I
think
think
they'll
when the
probably
sun
find him
comes
pretty
up
soon.
and they go, maybe they'll get somebody else.
Hell, if I go to Nashville, I'll write another song.
There you go. Well, see,
Oh, Lord.
you've got songs in you that you need to sing.
I know.
You have
I'm
to go.
Crazy Critter on the farm.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
gotta
God.
go it wouldn't be any fun with anybody else at Jinkies.
I know. We'd get into it the whole
Well, we
time.
could say you could throw in
She'd kill me going there. She tries to drive 80 miles an hour on the freeway on a fast
Oh,
lane.
good. Then you'll get there
She scares the living crap out of me.
You'll get there faster.
I guess.
And then
Please
you
stay
throw
away
Sherry in just so you can all get arrested.
Right.
Because she'll have you arrested.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
she'll be flashing her boobs, thinking she's in New
Anti-Sherry.
Orleans.
I know.
Please.
She would.
Yeah. Oh, that would be
Agree,
hilarious.
Miami. I agree. Police
Oh.
should get as much. I do agree on that. They need to be retained in my area to deal with special needs. I got pulled for dead tags, and the officer would not stop trying to ask my son questions. Triggered him. I had to get nasty with him. Aw,
Why
that's
did
true.
he
We've
get
seen that happen
punished?
before.
How old? I mean,
We've
they
seen
have
that
to deal
happen,
with you, then
especially
they can deal
dealing
with
with
you.
autism.
That's
They-
not right to do to your son.
Yeah, I would have told them, like, if you're dealing with autism, they are very blunt. They speak their mind,
Yeah.
and a lot of people try to think that they're being smart alecks, but that's just how they
You
are.
can't help that's
Yeah,
their nature.
exactly.
After a
So
couple drinks, Daisy will be grabbing the microphone from the street.
streets and performing.
She'll
Oh
be
my Lord, yes.
she'll be what's that called?
They'll
Busking.
have a new song in Nashville called "The Devil Is Alive." My son
And
is
then you'll end up opening a bar down there eventually called The Devil is a Lie.
The devil is alive. The devil is
And
alive.
you'll only
The
serve
devil,
like blue.
the devil is alive. My son is severely autistic. He was harassing him about wanting to see his ID. Did you
Oh
tell
my
him he was
goodness.
autistic?
Sherry thinks YouTube is the Jerry Springer show. Marie.
She does. We have to throw beads at Sherry when she's on Jinky's panel. I know, especially when I come up there and that chicken, she goes crazy. She was trying to dance the other night.
Oh my gosh, I got a little worried there. I thought she was going to pull her shirt up.
I know. You have to hold her down.
And poor Matthew.
There's no way I'd go to Nashville with Auntie Sherry. We would end up in the jailhouse if Auntie Sherry went to Nashville with us.
Oh yeah, that would be hilarious though. I'm coming along just to tape it. I'm going to be there.
No, I know. I don't think me and
I might
Jinkies would
be
make
the
it
only
to
sane
Nashville.
voice of reason there. I'll be the voice of reason.
They
Oh,
call her the
gosh.
street. I know.
And
Lord.
oh, that would be so funny. I
It would
laugh
be
my
funny.
ass off.
I know. It's crazy, ain't it?
Uh,
But
they call her the streak.
she's a
She
wild woman
really,
for sure.
I don't know. She went like to one other end all of a sudden, start like dancing, and I was like, I don't
Who
know.
is
This could
she?
get her thrown off Facebook or YouTube.
I know. She's a wild woman now, that's for sure. Miss Sherry is.
Oh,
But I don't know. But I guess it's almost to it. Well, it
yeah,
is to it.
I'm out because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Good
Aw.
night, everybody. Thank you for
Well,
letting me talk.
thank you so much, Marita. I enjoyed having you up here.
Yeah, we got a good laugh out of a sad situation.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we
And I
didn't
hope
laugh
you
about
find him.
that, but I mean, we
Yeah.
made it. And sometimes you have to do that, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
we
these
all pray that
cases.
we find Riley and
Yeah, I do too.
God gives those parents a sense of relief, though it may not be what they want, but
It's
just some
better
sense
than,
of relief.
yeah.
And that's all we can do. I mean, it's
Mhm.
Lent, and this is the time to really put our focus on the Lord. And
Yes,
oh my God,
ma'am.
I'm getting super religious. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's true. It's getting closer to the Holy Week.
Yeah, and I would love to have him found before then. I
Me
mean,
too.
the parents give him some closure, and
Yeah.
like you said, maybe he's in a hospital somewhere as a John Doe.
Maybe he's out there
He
somewhere.
could have gotten a ride out of the state, and he could be down in what's below Tennessee, Alabama,
He'd be
Arkansas.
he might be in Kentucky. You never know because it's just
Well,
across the
that would have
line.
been going up. He was going down.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he might be in Arkansas. He could be in
It could be
Oklahoma.
anywhere right now. Yeah, it's been 10
He could be
days.
anywhere. And I
Mhm.
pray for that, but I'm also a realist.
Yeah.
And sadly, usually we know the outcome.
Yeah.
And
Especially with
it
that
breaks
river.
my heart. And I feel sorry for his friends because they too were drinking and probably didn't put two thoughts behind, oh, maybe one of us should go with him.
Yeah.
And now they have a lot of guilt, and it could turn
Mhm.
into survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
I
Oh
feel
yeah.
for them too.
For the rest of
But
his life.
yeah, all college students from Mizzou, which is a good college, by the way. And so he was no dumb kid.
No, he wasn't.
He was a senior, right? He was graduating this year.
I'm not sure. I'm
22.
not
He
sure.
was either a junior or a senior. And just all we could do is pray.
That's all we can do.
Best outcome that is planned for his life.
Yeah.
Pray for his family.
That's all we can do is pray.
And on that note, peace, love, Bobby Sherman. And
Peace, love, and Bobby Sherman.
and Days, did you ever Google him?
No, but was it Laura P that sent me a picture of him? Somebody
was
sent
he
me a picture
cutie
of him.
pie?
He was a cutie pie.
I'm telling you, you mocked the people of the 70s and 60s, but we had cutie pies.
You did.
Yeah, that's right. We old
should.
people. just we all keep him in our prayers and the family and each other because hey, it's all we got, right?
Right. That's all we have.
And now that I'm done on my soapbox, I'll see you in Nashville.
I'll see you in Nashville.
That's what I'm going to be praying for too. A Daisy
Nashville.
Jenkins road trip to Nashville. It's going to be
Oh my
more
God.
epic than Paris and what Nicole, was that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be more epic.
Oh,
than
Ricky.
that. So just be ready, people. Be ready. We'll get them there. All right.
Yes.
Love you all. Good night.
Good night. Love you too, Miss Marita. Good night, Saltwater. Good night, everybody. Good night, Danny. Good night, Gail. I don't get on YouTube often, but I have really enjoyed the chat. Have a good night. Good night, Rena. Prayers for you, honey. You guys, thank you all for coming out and joining us tonight. You all, please pray for this young man. Pray that they find this young man and that this family can get some kind of peace and that they find him enough time to be able to tell if he was okay, like what happened with him, if he's not okay. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless you all. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button before you leave, you guys. That helps my channel to grow. We're getting closer to 12,000 subscribers. I love you all. Stay prayed up. Stay safe out here on these YouTube streets. It's dangerous out here on these YouTube streets. So stay prayed up. Keep your mental health in check when you're out here. I love you guys. God bless you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever try.